What up? Doc Right! Alright, folks. Here we go. It's the moment, the day, the epic, saga-filled time we have all been waiting for. I always forget to put my phone on mute. I don't know why I do that. But I'm Doug Rice. It's January 6th, 2022. Wearing my 420 shirt, that's right, in commemoration of the day Cassidy lost a grip on things, I'm going to say. Now, you know, I've been spending the day all up in media's ass, just taking in the information, taking in all the info, taking in all the reflection. They are reflecting today. Man, it's been wall-to-wall memories. And I have had the great pleasure of just flipping from resource to resource, absorbing material after material, taking in information, just gobsmacking amounts of... And now I am ready. And so, as my wonderful wife, Lena, prepares some fresh coffee, I'm going to be drinking the old coffee. Oh yeah, baby! You motherfuckers better get some damn coffee. You best get some coffee. And I means right now. You going to need that coffee. Let me tell you something, you be grabbing for that coffee and won't be there. You'll need it. Go get it! Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. How's everybody doing? It's 6:02. I am Doug Rice. You are watching the one, the only, Doug Rice, right here on YouTube. What a privilege for me to be here in front of all of you as you meander in one by one and slowly take your psychic seats for first-hand knowledge and performance of narrative that will paint things from the Negro perspective as we troll black news and news of the day. This day, a special day. And the reason it's a special day, I go on, but the reason it's a special day is because on this day, January 6th last year, I know I just start, on this day, January 6th last year, right? Brother was minding his business. I was minding my business, man. You understand? I wasn't bothering nobody. Okay? And I heard about January 6th. We all heard about it, right? We didn't really believe. I'm in Phoenix. Fuck, I know what's happening in D.C. Y'all talking about something about to go down. I'm like, all right, well, I'll watch. And I expected some frivolity. I expected things to get at least a little vigorous. A little yelling. A little screaming. Maybe somebody gets punched in the face. Fine. But in my wildest dreams, could I have ever imagined such a performance put on by a cast of characters so well cast? And I mean that shit. You couldn't have done better. CSA is jealous. And Kathleen Kennedy, she'd take exception to that wonderful cast that you said. Oh, you don't know who Kathleen Kennedy is? Well, you gotta watch movies, baby. I know, kind of an off reference. I don't even know why I did that. It's the brain, it just fucking drifts. But today I have been focused on the reveling of their reflection all day today on the fucking Black Mirror. They've been serving it up, baby. I'm almost thinking somewhere I'm hearing memories, shit like that. Beatles, yesterday. It's all just playing under the video, the high def, wonderful example of what true sentiment in this country is about. And I mean, for folks, look, 70 million motherfuckers is a lot of people. That's first. But the amount of folks that represented those 70 million, I got to say, there's a class act of folks. And, that's supremacy right up there with, I don't know, like, Cartier, isn't there, right? Tiffany. I mean, the scale and level of class that was displayed on that day, that had to be the best of the best of the best of them. And you know what? It's just fucking beginning. Hold on tight! About to be a good damn show. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. All right, let's do it. Who's here? Yeah, let's go through the bullshit. Here it goes. Fix this shit, folks. What was it? What is this, $20 a fucking month? And these people won't give me at least a working browser integration. And thank you so much, my lovely Lena Coffee. And thank you, dear. Thank you. And, because there can never be too much coffee, especially at 6 o'clock at night. There can never be too much coffee, especially when you've been drinking it all day, plotting and planning the day, looking forward. Now, if you guys took a gander at this morning's effort, I would appreciate some feedback and let me know how you felt about that. I think I was like 30 people when I called it off, and my voice was given out. But today I'm hoping we get a stellar crowd. I want folks here ready to examine what they see 1 year later. Let's find out what they think will happen next. The tale is torrid. All right. So how's everybody doing? Shoutouts, D-Boss71. How are you? J Biden 2021. Yes, ma'am. Shay. What up? Right. Mm-hmm. And Warren Henderson. Oh, you know it. Warren, let me tell you something, man. I exist in this life to put. I just think my verbal foot up motherfuckers' mental asses. And so I'll take that directive, sir. Thank you. All right. Hey, Queen Morgan, what up? Blue Heart. Do you like the coffee with your wheat? Abso-fucking-lutely. J Biden. And it's a wonderful mix. It truly is. You almost can't have one without the other. You can't have the other without one. And for God's sake, if you don't have a little bit with everything, then life just is not worth living. No, I'm just joking. No, I go through my, my stints. I've gone, I've smoked pot, I've smoked cigarettes. It doesn't matter. I've quit and not quit. But a little background on that. I found out, and this is a fact, that they found marijuana residue on the altars of the temple in Israel, the ancient temple. You can check my math. You can count on it, can't you? All right! Arthur Bacon, what's up? Tawana, I like that, Tawana. Evening. Boy, don't you fuck with Tawana. She'll kill you. Richard Miller, you, sir, are correct. No, I'm just kidding. You're on point, baby. Got sharpened up for this. And Antoine Anderson. Shalom. Yes, you got to get that fixed before work, baby, because it's necessary. Because the one thing I will not do is lie to you. And I'm not going to hold a single goddamn punch. You know why? Especially today. How did you guys spend your day? Now, listen. I went out front. But, I wasn't going anywhere. But I did cross the plane. And I got to tell you, as an individual that just lives it and breathes it, I don't just talk the fucking talk! I walk it. And it just, out of habit, came outside, and as soon as the fresh air hit my face, the smile dissolved. It was out front. It's good practice. Just, always. Tina Ray. Trina, what up? Shalom, thank you. Courtney Adams, did I already say your name? Nope. Warren Henderson, no repeats, good. And Mary Jones, how you doing? Got you already, Warren. I'm ahead of the game. What do you want to say? Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Held for review, Antoine Waller. Did you just made sure to get everybody? And I'm back at the beginning. Thank you. Please like. Please subscribe. And share the wealth of knowledge that I intend to impart to all of you today. And hit that little notification button that doesn't work because God only knows why. All right, so good evening, everyone. How are you? Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. I am, again, Doug Rice. If you appreciate this effort, let me just explain there are ways you can express that appreciation. All right? Don't hesitate. Don't be shy. Feel free. And thank you. All right. Good rhythm. Good go. Good. Yeah. Okay. All right. Coffee? Yes. There we go. Oh, Folgers, the elixir of the gods. All right. So you guys know what to do, right? It's about black news, right? Now, everybody that was here this morning, don't get your panties in a bunch. I did not look up black news this morning. So I did look it up this evening, and there's still information about us here. So as we traverse the light, fantastic. Everybody just take a seat and, light up. Smoke them if you got them. Smoking lamp is lit, ladies and gentlemen, Hebrews. Here we go. So I'm going to start from the back and work my way this way. This, we're actually going to bookend this as well. And I'm going to go give you fair warning, the only time I will. This particular effort here, when I saw this, I thought, wow. And then I saw it again. Different publication, different authors, but the same kind of headline. So you're going to see this again, but from a different source. Yes, I'm trying to get creative. What do you want? Here we go. All right, so hatred in the eyes. Oh, my goodness, really? Is that what it's about? You are serious. You're kidding, right? Is that what you wrote? Farnosh Amiri. Oh, I hit that. That's his name. Hatred in the eyes. How racist rage animated January 6th riots. Oh, my goodness. What? Yeah, man. Hatred in the eyes. Hatred in the eyes. It's in the eyes, isn't it? What did you see that day? What did you see? Well, let's see what he saw. It is shared in chat. You guys can follow along. And shall we continue? So, here we have it. Oh, I love this shit. In the streets of St. Louis and Ferguson. I love this. It gets right in the way, doesn't it? And then you can't read anything. What idiots. So, the Missouri Democrat looked out the window, Capitol 6, only her third day as a member of Congress. She knew what was about to take place, but that would be no peaceful protest. I guess we're going to have to guess what's up here. Who knows? The Confederate flags in the crowd, the makeshift noose, and the gallows erected on the Capitol grounds spoke to a more sinister reality. Oh, dear God. Now, in dissecting what occurred, I mean, if we want to look at it, action is expression, is it not? I do a thing to express a sentiment, not simply to do a thing, in a lot of instances. And, when you hear about Confederate flags, when you hear about gallows and noose created in full sight of everyone to give the intention, to give, what would come, what was promised, what was Look, let me tell you something, man. They said hang Mike Pence. Partner dude. And Pence called for help and Trump didn't answer the call. Partner dude. If that's not attempted murder, how you even in the same room with that dude again? I don't know. Now I'm a brother. I'm a Hebrew. I know y'all are hoots too, but look, listen to me. You try to kill me once, I don't give a damn the instrument with which you choose the attempt, motherfucker. You hear me? You see a car coming at me at 80 miles an hour and you watch and don't say shit to me and I barely make it out alive and I see that you watch, we ain't friends no more. And I ain't got to get in a room with you again. I ain't got to ever see you again. In fact, the mere thought of seeing you again may cause furniture to move wherever it might occur. So, how in God's name Pence can remain civil in this whole endeavor is beyond me, because I personally would take some exception to him doing that. I don't know about you, but hatred. And you know what they wanted to do to Pence? Isn't it odd that they wanted to express themselves to Pence? I mean, somebody could have just came in there and said, I got something to, off him, whatever. Yeah, let's do this. But, I mean, look, I just need to tell you, I saw the gallows. It wasn't cheap. That's a Lowe's shit. That's Lowe's and Home Depot. Motherfucker had to look up that might be imprinted into the genetic memory of these motherfuckers. Who knows? But I'm going to go ahead and say, I'll find out who did that because somebody searched that on Google. It was well done. Well done. And that noose, thick rope. And 13 ropes. Yeah, that's all the shit. Yeah. It was sinister. So, to say hatred in the eyes, how racist rage animated, brought to life, shook, and made move the January 6th. Right, the synonyms when you use that word, when you really examine all that can be applied, it gives it life, doesn't it? Doesn't it? It tells you what really carried the day, the energy in the crowd was all about racist sentiment, and you could not be a Negro and go home from work on that day. I need you to understand. Listen to me carefully. Everything's about a perspective. Everything's about consideration. Everything's about just examining the what ifs, examining the after, examining from every angle, every aspect of everything. Listen, this black woman on that day left her job as instructed by her boss because of what was occurring. Caught up in the riot on that day. I watched her surrounded by Gentile, heathen, hillbilly motherfuckers. Made my goddamned blood boil. And she got away barely. Barely. Now I need you to pay attention to this. She had to go to work again. She had to go to work in an environment surrounded by individuals looking exactly like those that caused terror to run through her fucking veins. I wonder how comfortable she felt that day. I wonder if she confided in anybody who looked just like her oppressor, who could be one of her attackers, for all she knows. So many people were wearing masks. I say that to say the effects of our interactions, when so strikingly impactful, when a threat to our very existence coming from nowhere in an environment where you never expect to have to face such evil. on your way home. That kind of experience changes your perspective and for fucking ever. That young woman, I can imagine, thought long and hard about things that day. So, we talk about racist fucking rage that animated an insurrection. What do you think will happen when and if they get what the fuck they want? I mean, you know, what's Marjorie Taylor Greene all about, really, when it comes to black folks? I know how she feels about parents who recently buried their children. She's made that sentiment known. Yeah. So, God only knows what she might feel about Negroes. Well, Article 1, I don't even want to read the rest because I don't want to take away anything from this last article. But I mean, you know, how many of you saw the racist hatred when you looked at the riot live? How many of you knew that there wasn't just the jet fuel of an unsatisfied election outcome? No, that wasn't the only thing that drove or animated what went on that fucking day. When I see clowns wearing fucking shirts talking about 6 million is not enough, I know where they stand. And for God's sake, to avoid that fact and make it an afterthought a year later, a little bit of an injustice. I don't know. I mean, we should have got this out. Did you see those racist white supremacists leading the fucking way? Yeah, Bill, I saw them. Let's talk about that. No, not the disgruntled voter who thinks their vote didn't count and somehow this clown was cheated out of another 4 years of idiocy, mayhem, and possible war. No. What fueled and animated that conflagration, the root cause of what motivated those individuals who traveled so fucking far, god damn, was white supremacy. Just a, you know, we like to use that word so often. It's just a flip term for word racist. You know, let's not sugarcoat it. All right, so welcome. You know, it is the 1 year anniversary of me doing this shit. So you can believe it's gonna sting a little, folks. It's gonna fucking sting, okay? You don't like it, you can't fucking handle it. Get your weak-minded ass the fuck out of my face. Oh, that's for the folks that come in later and they get all in their feelings. You know, that wasn't for you guys. Y'all relax. I'm Doug Rice, 623. Damn, time's flying. Shit. All right, so that's the first. Let's take a look at this. All right, so here we go. D. Amari Jackson, thank you so much. This is interesting, and we've all known about this, but let's take a look at the obvious. Race, criminality, and the persistent myth of black on black crime. Oh my God, is this dated? It's dated. But you know what? I don't really watch the dates. And I'm always of the mind that if I look up black news, I'm supposed to get recent shit. It's in the fucking search parameter, damn it. So why I've got something from August 2017, I don't know. But fuck it. We're going to read it anyway. In America, more frequently than any other race of people, white people kill white people. In fact, Caucasians have a lengthy history of victimizing and killing one another in their communities. And in 2014, of the 3,021 murders of Caucasians nationwide, Federal Bureau of Investigation statistics report 2,488 of the offenders were white. Well, I kind of like this kind of dated article, don't you? Ooh, I'm going to throw that up in the chat. Yes, I believe that's a good idea. Thanks so much. Who thought of that? Me? Great. Well, I was getting kind of nervous there. I thought maybe I made a boo-boo. Sheesh, good Lord. I'm so glad I did not do that. All right, everybody take a look at that. Okay. So, yeah, how interesting. I mean, there is a myth, right? As is customarily the case, white-on-white crime, murder in particular, dominates federal statistics every year. That same year, 2014, of the 2,451 murders of African Americans, 2,205 were committed by black offenders. In other words, in 2014, an African American was killed by a member of the same race 90% of the time, while a white person was killed by a member of the same race 82% of the time. A difference of just 8 percentage points. And it's remained constant for 4 decades. Keep in mind that we live under the constraints of God knows what they think they're doing to us. I only say that we talk about black on black crime. Folks, look, listen, and it's not no Nazi reference, but I understand what Hitler thought he was talking about when he said breathing room, because he felt the constraints of World War I's fines. See, Germany was fined during World War I. I mean, real bad. Wow. Sanctioned like, go broke, motherfucker, paying this, right? So, and, Germany felt constrained. So when you talk about breathing room, which is what they were talking about, Negroes have none of that shit. Not that we want any, don't get your fucking panties in a bunch, but for God's sake, I look over the terrain of this country and see endless amounts of space, some used, some not, all owned by not us. The land that we did have, where we may have developed communities of our own beyond the one that they bombed in Tulsa, was reacquired from us shortly after Reconstruction. We were in possession, and I say this liberally, millions of acres we had possession of. We had some slave owners that left us property. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud, but yeah, that happened. Yeah. People change in their old age, either one way or another. So when you talk about us killing each other at 6%, is that what it is? 6%, 8% difference between white on white, black on black. Well, my goodness, their reasons for what they do differ from ours because our origins are different from theirs. Our experiences are different from theirs. What we're put through, what we're allowed to go through, all the bias that has been consistently applied to black life in this country has never let up, and I think they said for 40 years. Oh yeah. Don't get in your feelings. So, there's that. Given this relatively small difference and the consistent recognition that people victimize and murder those closest to them, both racially and residentially, it begs the question why so much attention has been paid to the issue of black on black crime. Well, because they don't say white on white crime when a white guy kills another white guy. They just say a guy killed a guy. Goes to no statistics that are tracked. Only ours seem to be retracted and reported. Go figure. All right, so there's that. Atlanta Black Star, I think it's in the chat. I think it's good. To review. Today is January 6th, 2022. And this time, just 364 days ago, 5 days, whatever the fucking math is. My blood pressure must have been sky high. I was ready to I think I was doing back-to-back TikToks all night. Those TikToks are long gone because, as we know, that 70,000 strong TikTok account was long deleted back, in like February, March. I was clipping at 1,000 followers a day. They had to put a stop to that. And it's so interesting, how vigorous Moab is in maintaining a very strict control over what comes out of Hebrews' mouths. I tell you, I bet that shit just, rubs them wrong. All right, so if you're just arriving, I'm Doug Rice. I started this quest January 6, 2021. It is now January 6, 2022. I continue. I must. Caucasity is afoot. Running wild. Unfettered. Ready to get you. You got to keep a lookout because, it's like a lion that walks about hungry, looking to devour. Well, you've heard that before. So, that aside, I do this to wake you up. I do it because, it's therapeutic maybe. I do it because I'm good at it. I don't know. If I wasn't good at it, I'd stop. If you guys told me I sucked, I'd still do it because I know I'm good. But that's neither here nor there. I got to have a little ego to do this or I'm a madman, okay? You cannot just be, self-deprecating and do this all the fucking time. So, with that said, if you appreciate this effort, please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button. For God's sake, support the effort. It's in the description or in the about page. I'm not going to push it that much, So, yeah, you got to look for it. I ain't tripping. It's just kind of buffer, make sure, something to the effort of what we do. Because, look, they're so vigorous. And they're scared now. They're terrified now. They're terrified of themselves now. Now they're worried about themselves. That's a problem for me. Before January 6th, they wouldn't worry about themselves like that. Everybody else was, the motherfucker. And it gradually just it reports, hey, in law enforcement, white supremacy. Hey, here, white supremacy. In the army, white supremacy. And then suddenly, realization, maybe, and then Trump, then boom, and all because a person resembling a Hebrew was elected president. Y'all couldn't resist to call him, boy, you lie, refuse any Supreme Court nominee. Open about your racist sentiment and prejudice. Mitch McConnell has no fucking problem. I mean, straight up. I believe Mitch he'd let the N-word slide off his mouth in that Kentucky drawl and make it sound good. It still wouldn't prevent me from having to do what I got to do if he dares let it come out his fucking mouth in my presence. Hey, you tuned in, and it's January 6th. Shut the fuck up. I know he's an old man. Somebody beat him up, though. I think his wife got him. His wife did something to him because he came one day, he had all kind of marks on his face, and his wife's a little Asian chick. I loved her to death. Because she know for a fact she don't have a problem telling Negroes what to do. Yeah! Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. It's 6:34. How's everybody doing? Like, share, subscribe. This is it. January 6th. Oh, yeah, baby. I've been watching the replays all day. They're fucking glorious. And they look worse than they did live. All the different angles now, the high def, cleaning, all the noise out, scrub, arrows, graphics. It's fucking amazing. I love it. And the embarrassment continues. It's so interesting to watch as, they try to look the other way as they do this thing. It's all you, dog. You gotta look at it. It's all y'all, dog. No, that's all you. Maybe that probably would be the only time. That would probably be the only time I would suggest you might smile at them. Just on their exit out to go to war with each other. Yeah, I so decree that the one time you might and this is at your discretion. Smile is when they look at you and ask you, hey, come fight with us. We're having another civil war. Now, at that point, you have my full permission to crack a slight grin, motherfuckers. Don't get goddamned happy. Fuck's wrong with you? You can crack a slight grin and then say, no, partner, I think y'all go ahead and take care of that, man. Yeah, I'll wait over here, though. That's it. That's it. And it better be weaker than that. I don't want to, teeth are bad. I don't want to, he may think you friendly, might try to want to start conversation to prevent him having to go over and deal with his folks. The motherfucker go about that goddamn business. Get the fuck away from me, man. Hey, Doug, America. America my ass, dude. Get out of my face. My goodness. Wow. Well, you don't appreciate, I don't appreciate shit. What the fuck's wrong with you? We've been through this. We've been through this. Well, I just don't understand. Well, God damn it, get some understanding. We're done. Listen, January 6th, that did it for us. Do you understand? We're not down with OPP no more. Other people's fucking problems. You understand me? MTG, all you. All you. Y'all take care of that. You can handle it. You take care of it. I'm sure you'll be able to deal with it, right? Josh Hawley, go get him. I mean, he's armed to the teeth. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Little other girl, Bobert, whatever her name is. The one who loves the little misfigured little chick that had somewhat of a figure and just drank the beer to get in with the fellas as she, made jokes about Muslims that work with her. This is your co-worker you're talking about. You do know that, right? You got to look at this chick. All day! And you making jokes about her in front of good old boy. Looking toe up from the flow up. Beat up from the feet up. Shot out from the... Okay, I'll stop. Now! Doug Rice, that's me. How you doing? I have more shit. Y'all ready? Let me shout out. I drift. All right, here we go. Make sure I got everybody I need to make sure who's here. Boom. All right, let's see who's here. Anybody? No, that's all right. It doesn't matter. All right, thumbs up. Thank you. Warren, I mentioned D-Lee. Let me show that. Musty. I wasn't going to say D-Lee, musty mess. Sometimes y'all go too far, but since you've gone there, she doesn't really look like, the hygiene is up to serious par. I'm not making fun of her. She probably smells wonderful. But it's the chance, it's the risk that I'm worried about. And God love her. I'm sure he does. I'm not even going to, I'll stop. I know that's cruel. Okay, who else? How you doing, Joanna? Right? F. SFC. Cape Good. Well, I want to start with F all the time. Left wing, right wing are both on the same vulture. Yes. No, I'm just kidding. All right, get your coffee. Everybody good? Hey, Mascola Miller. I like that. And Rodney, step away. Now you step toward. Thank you. Welcome to the show. If you've just gotten here, if you don't have coffee, I suggest you at least get some coffee. These are the ABCs of getting this shit done. We do have more articles. Let's move. All right, so like, subscribe, share. Notification bell. All right, here we go. So we see that Atlanta Black Star. What we have? Bam. Another one. What is this? What is? Look. I need somebody to make it make sense. I need somebody to make it make sense. What do you get from falsely testifying against somebody? I mean, what do you get from it? Where's the thrill? For God's sake, this is abhorrent. Man released from prison after 37 years, man. Due to, and this is what hooks me in the craw. Oh my God. Due to false testimony. Wow. Franklin Lee, who gave a false statement to police, apologized. Tell me this dude didn't just write that, man. He apologized to Willie Stokes during a 2021 hearing. After 37 years, he offered an apology. And you see, that covers so much, that simple, just unassuming phrase. I mean, and I'm not talking about what he suffered. I'm not talking about the 37 fucking years. I'm not talking about that. To apologize to this man is what you're saying is you're sorry for the calculated, plotted, and planned preset manner in which you got up on the stand in front of a crowd of people in a courtroom as a judge looked on and your accuser as well. And everyone watched you on that day. That moment, it's impactful. You use the word, you apologized to him for this collective fucking series of moments, steps that you took, deliberate steps that you took, so firm in their doing, so impactful in their execution, and you raised your right hand and you more likely put it on a goddamn, what did you do? In front of witnesses you did this, as people watched. A stenographer took down the notes. The victim was forced to sit silent while you bear false testimony against him. More likely he watched you leave. I wonder how that felt. And you left. And there's no guilt when you left. There's no sorrow when you swore. No regret when you lied. And you left behind in your wake of deceit a man's life and 37 fucking years. And you got on the goddamn stand and you apologized. Well, on behalf of Willie Stokes, I do believe I can speak for him, and for fuck's sakes, I don't care if I can't, but fuck your apology, motherfucker! That was good. So, yeah, there's that. 37 years. Motherfuckers, listen. Motherfuckers done been born, done lived an entire lifetime. Not only did they possibly have children, but they also could have had grandchildren and then died. And this man served that life in prison. Still grinning motherfuckers. January 6th. What? I'm Doug Rice. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. 6:45 in the evening on the 6th of January. And Thank God it is today. It is today. You know what I do. I just point shit out. I want you to think, for God's sake. What I'm hoping is to just give you the cause for pause. Just a moment. I'm not telling you to not be happy. I'm just telling you not to be happy in public, in the view of those who would take exception or energy, one or the other. They'll either feed off of it or they will resent you for it. Either way, you give it away for free. Keep it. It's yours. How you doing? I know, right? It's shocking. I know. I am something else. Wow. All right. How's everybody doing? I mean, it's the anniversary. It's my 1 year. I better do something. The fuck? Right? And monetization of this video went out the window, about minute 4. So, if you like what you see, please support The Doug Rice Show. I try to be everywhere. Fun, that's why. All right, so, next article, shall we? Here we go! I feel good. So we got the guy released from prison, and I mean, you dissect that shit. You know, you feel that shit, right? You know what you know. That's why it ain't so fun. You know, a conscious Hebrew is in a rage most of the time. Edited a little bit, but James Baldwin. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Black in America, isn't it wonderful? Hey, you're looking over my shoulder. You can't wait, can you? It's going to go in chat. Here it comes. Yeah, from the Atlanta Black Star Dog, the hits just keep on coming. And here's one. Right between the goddamn... 37 years, Tina, that's right. Right between the eyes. This one will throw you too. Thought that was bad? Here you go. Here's another one. Just for you. Here we go. Unjustified. Unjustified. Family and activists demand an FBI investigation into the death of black man stabbed with stainless steel pole in a parking lot dispute with a St. Paul white man. Dated January 6th, 2022. So, how's everybody doing? Doing good? Yeah. I bet you are. Let's read. Nicole Duncan Smith offers this. The family of a 27-year-old black man is demanding answers about his 2021 death. His mother and activists in the community are demanding that the man allegedly responsible for his death is held accountable. According to the Star Tribune, Arnell Jermel A.J. Stewart died by stabbing on December 2nd after a fatal confrontation with a white man over a parking spot. Yeah. Yeah. So, 27. What were you doing when you were 27? Those are you who are about my age. Well, 27. What were you doing? 27? It's fucking up, you know. But death over a parking space. That was the furthest thing from my fucking mind. I didn't give that shit any thought. Motherfucker, go in a parking space, don't go in a parking space. I don't care. Fucking park anywhere the fuck you want. You want that parking space so you can buy it. Why? And why must we ask about someone being held accountable over dying for such a thing? If the roles had been reversed and the man who had done the killing died over a parking space, I dare say that young Arnell would be in custody at this moment. Why do I do what I do, huh? Seriously, you're kidding, right? Now, I know the audience has firm grasp on the realities. They're folks that watch me. But for those of you who trip the light fantastic to come see me and just stumble onto this recorded live, do not ask questions as if you don't under-fucking-stand. Because you do. We all do. How do you get killed over a parking spot? How do you even get out of your car? I mean, you know, out of your car, right? You got the car, you got the spot, we're done. You get out the car, the vehicle must be parked, obviously. This must occur. You are here, I am here. We are both here, the cars are here. Space is what they occupy. A spot is available. Someone must obtain it while the other one must not. Somehow I just don't think the death of someone needed to, help with the resolution of the parking space fiasco. And I dare say the silliest reason for anyone to die, that's about level 2 right there. For God's sake, man, are you fucking for real? Whoever killed this man, and with a steel pole, what the... You getting creative now? The 400 million guns. You don't got a gun? You're a white dude. You got a gun? You had a pole. Well, that's brutal. That's medieval of you. See, if we don't look squarely in the eye at our circumstances, we will tend to be victims of those same fucking circumstances. It doesn't hurt to look at square. It's not going to hurt you to look at right in the eye. It's not like the sun. You're not going to go blind when you find this shit, read it, and let it hit you. This is the ABCs of being black in America. Bam! Parking space death. Here lies young Arnell, killed over a parking space. Oh yeah, that hits, doesn't it? That hits different, don't it? You start envisioning that shit on a tombstone. Boy, I think I just saw a few fucking smiles. Just fucking... boy, they vanished. Huh? Oh, I smell resolve. Some of y'all just got serious, huh? That one hit different, huh? Would you pay for that tombstone, motherfuckers? I'm Doug Rice. I just don't know. I mean, look at it. Standard Hebrew. Standard issue Hebrew. Royalty. Snuffed out over a fucking parking space. All right. We spent enough time on that one. I'm Doug Rice. And as you can see, I'm going to get better at this. As you can see, it's necessary. Is it not necessary? That could have been your child. I mean, You get a knock on the door. Police. You find out there's been an accident. And as the words echo in your ears for an eternity, you learn the reason your child, the being you brought in this world and raised to the point they were on their own, out minding their business, has lost their lives over something as nondescript as a goddamned parking space. Welcome to the United Snakes of America. Well, I'm Doug Rice. It's January 6th. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. I try. If you don't get it, get the fuck out. All right, so let's go to the next article. Hope everybody's doing well. Next article. I wonder what I get. Oh, here we go. Coffee. You know, a 1-year anniversary show should be special. I think we are hitting the mark today. And I dare say I'm going to share the shit out of this live. I hope, I pray, I implore, I beg, please share this motherfucker. Like, subscribe, notification bell, whatever. But share this one. Father and son accused of killing black man with, I don't even know what it is, fatal funnel in road rage attack. First, let me share it because it's a fatal funnel. I don't know what a fatal funnel is, for God's sake, folks. I don't know, but the show's good. Fatal funnel. Let's see what a fatal funnel is. Shall we? There it is. Bam! All up in the chat. Father and son accused of killing black man with, quote unquote, fatal funnel. What the fuck? In road rage attack. Dated January 6th, 2022. Here is the specimen. Take it all in, folks. I'll drink a little coffee. Very well. Authorities in North Carolina are weighing up whether to charge a man with a hate crime following a fatal attack against a black motorist by a father and a son. You're considering it, are you? You're weighing it? I get it. I mean, I just want to absorb that one. You're just kind of, no, really? That's what, okay, let's continue. Roger Dale Nobles, 51. I assume that's him. It is. Was accused of firing a shotgun from the driver's seat of his pickup truck on Monday in the city of Fayetteville. His son, Roger Dale Nobles Jr., had been arguing with a motorcyclist, 32-year-old Stephen Addison, who was fatally shot by Mr. Nobles. Cumberland police arrested the father shortly after on first-degree murder charge, and police have appealed for further information and any witnesses. So Howard Chance, a neighbor, told their reporters that Mr. Nobles has used a racial slur against her in the past and shot his gun in the air, telling me, uh-oh, to turn my music down. I knew I'd find it. Commonality, the common ground, our music just sets them in some kind of dizzy. So she's a victim, or rather a witness victim to that, which is interesting. And of course, folks, you can't keep losing. Video of the shooting appeared to show Mr. Nobles making way for his father to fire at the victim. And what analysts said was what we call in the military a fatal funnel. Well, I'll be damned. I'm about to learn something. Let's go. Nobles Jr. looked down at Addison after he dropped to the ground, but did not turn to his father and did not appear surprised. Nobles Jr. also didn't render any aid to Addison, who ended up dying from his injuries. Oh, wow. They're not going to describe what the fatal funnel is. Ain't that a bitch? And I was in the service too. I should know. Maybe I shouldn't. But, wow, so they used a military tactic called the fatal funnel, of which I have no idea what it is. And, again, you already reported to have used racial slurs, so you're charged up racially. See a black dude. Just the act of seeing us. We some powerful motherfuckers, man. Y'all need to stop shit. I mean, we all up in their minds, rent-free and shit. What the fuck is we doing? What somebody doing something to somebody? Somebody doing something to somebody. I don't know. I mean, really? I mean, you use military tactics? I mean, it's a game now. Y'all grinning. How comfortable do you feel? You feel comfortable? How comfortable do you think the brother felt who was killed using the funnel technique? I mean, no, and we can go there. I'll go there. These two may have, in fact, been full-blown racists. But I guarantee you that under the right circumstances and the right conditions, I mean, when the moon is just right, when more brothers than they can fuck with are in their vicinity, they shut their fucking mouths and act right all day. I bet I'll find some witnesses to that shit, too. Maybe that pent-up suppression in the face of most certain defeat and annihilation built up within them a resentment that they just had to express when they caught one of us by ourselves. Well, to cap it off, there's a question as to whether or not this was hate-driven. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to reach. I'm going to go out on a limb. Hold on. Yes, I believe it was racially motivated and therefore should be classified and charged as a fucking hate crime. My God. The first-degree murder might hold them, but the hate crime, icing on the fucking cake. Shut the fuck up. I mean, what are you doing that for? To curry favor? Well, we got him on the death penalty. I mean, we got him on the death penalty case. We got him for first-degree murder. But let's go ahead and do that. The hate crime. We'll charge him. We'll give him a life imprisonment, and then we'll go ahead and charge him federally and spend him more money. Give him more press. He'll be a martyr inside. What'd you do, Jeb? You just killed one randomly? How you doing? How's everybody doing? Everybody enjoying the show? Yeah, right? I'm not going too far, am I? Everybody good? Huh? Okay, so father and son killing Negroes pastime. Next! This one's good. This one's good. Okay, so I want you to imagine yourself at a Hilton in, of all places, Rio, baby. Right? You black in Rio. And all of a sudden, you confronted because some crazy shit happened, right? Let me throw this in chat for you. Hi, everybody. Please like, share, subscribe, hit that button. Tina is on point. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and check this one out. I think you might find this one a bit interesting. Here we go. So, Karen, this is good too. Karen attacks, and I do mean attacks, a black man after he was allegedly served first at a Hilton hotel in Rio de Janeiro. It's like somebody said, you know, Doug's 1 year anniversary is today. Let's give him something really cool. And I'm like, thank you so much. Come on, that's good. I don't give a fuck where it's at. You mean she went off because brother was served first? Boy, look at here, look at here. Memories. You know what? That shit's coming back. Oh, it's gotta be. Dear God, what's happening? I mean, ma'am, let me, hold on. No, don't, ma'am, do you really want to be served first? Here, give me her plate and a fucking napkin. I'm going to put it over my arm and I'm going to serve her myself. Make her feel at home. Is that okay, ma'am? You sick, twisted, demented, self-absorbed, narcissistic, racist chick, you. Yeah, I got served first and it was good. You know what? It was yours. I wasn't even supposed to get it, but they gave it to me first because, well, I'm me. Does that piss you off? What you ready to do? Sorry, I just couldn't help that one. That was just... Okay, an incident, and for God's sake, it's caught on video, folks. She shared it on Twitter. White woman allegedly gets angry at black man for being served first, and of course, black man retaliates, which I kept just in my pocket to serve to you later. Yes, she got served. Yeah, she decided to act a fool, and he said, fuck who you are, here are them hands. Woman or not, it's about to go down. You don't put your hands on me. And so it's occurred, as you can see. And he went in. An incident. New Year, same old Karens. An incident captured on video and shared on Twitter. White woman attacks a black man at a Hilton hotel in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. The incident allegedly happened after hotel staff served the black man first, who was prioritized because, well, he's a diamond goddamn member. He pays for it. Before the white woman and her partner, according to the Daily Duh. I mean, partner, do you absolutely know how self-fucking absorbed you gotta be to go off on that shit? Do you know how fucking demented and sick, twisted in the mind you gotta be to walk around with that fucking mind between your goddamned ears? Are you really that fucking extra? You're mad because we got served first and your whiteness is offended. Well, girl, you better get over that diamond level. Shit! Pay my $1,500 and then serve her first. Go ahead. I mean, that's what I pay. I pay $1,500 a month extra for the diamond level. You give me $1,500 and they can serve you first the whole time I'm here. In fact, I'll come get you when it's my turn to eat. I don't know. Let's read. So, video taken by a Monty Sexton, whose name is King on Twitter. Been viewed 800,000 times, liked 15,000, retweeted 5,000. It is a gold mine. I can't play it. But black man attack, name is HL on Twitter. Send the video to me. I can send it to Hilton headquarters so that I can get paid, baby! you should have been on your shit, Hilton. That's right. You shouldn't have let that chick up here. What are you, tripping? Man, I'm hurt. I know you're all busted in the mouth, but I'm hurt. Look, let me tell you something. Okay? Everywhere we go is something. You have to really examine a person that gets in their feelings to the point of physical altercation because you were served before them. What is whiteness doing to the globe? Seriously? Race is just fucking people up. It's just fucking... You said, ma'am, are you serious? Where you from? Germany? You're German! It don't matter who gets served first. You okay? You need a hug, ma'am. Ma'am, what if the brother... You know what, ma'am? Just bring it in. Just bring it in. Just bring it in, ma'am. Come on. Bring it in. For God's sake, you need something. You need a hug or something. This your man right here. Hey, partner, look. Get this broad a hug or something because she's wound too fucking tight. She need to be banned from Earth. All right! I heard that. So, how's everybody doing? January 6th, I think we delivered. Yeah? We got one more. We got the bookend that talks about the racism involved in January 6th. But you know, I love this shit. I live for this shit. I can do this shit. And you know, it's going to be done. So, like, subscribe, share. I'm getting that down. Hit that notification button. The year will be interesting. You and I, we Hebrews, go through this year and observe as Carl Cassidy comes completely unglued. And as they unwind, scattering all of their possessions about them while shooting at each other, it is my advice to the Hebrews, please steer clear. Don't get involved. It's not our fight. We didn't do it. Not this time. Scout's honor. Scout's honor. Right? And when they come at us to participate, and they're going to come, they're going to beg us to choose a side. And we tell them to their face, sides will not be chosen. You're both the same side of a same coin. You're not even different sides. You are the same side of the same side, pretending to be different sides of the same side. That is confusing. All right. So, you figure that shit out. That made sense to me in some offhanded, drifty way. It's my logic, and I'll keep it. All right, so I truly appreciate everyone looking, everyone kind of checking it out. Look, today was comical because there's, to look at it again, it's like, whoa, that's really bad. But, lives are being affected to some degree, but nobody's been punished. And Merrick Garland, about you, partner, look, go sit your scared ass down somewhere, man. Good Lord. Trump looked healthier than you, Merrick. I mean, a lot healthier. And he orange. And you look scared, nervous and shit. Boy, you can't be nervous around Trump now. You can say what the fuck you want about that orange motherfucker, but nervous is what you bet not be. All right, how's everybody? Let me do a shout out. Hope I don't miss anybody. You hear me about to lose my voice, but I don't give a fuck. How's everybody doing? Keep it going. How's it going, Mr. Hayward? Thanks so much. Tina! There you go. I am waiting on these dusty kids from Esau to play with me. Happy Dookie Day! Wow. You didn't give me that privately so I could say that in the opening? That's wrong. That's awesome. Happy Dookie Day. Man, that's a t-shirt. We missed out. We could have made money. Print them real fast. Get them out. $10. Wow. They would have fucked us up on that. I promise to avoid Gargasny, ignore their sly comments. When I get enough money, I'm moving on to better pastures. Yes! Because it's just done. It's, it's as transparent as they want to be. I went much too far. I need discipline. There, I'm done. All right, last story. Here we go. Let me throw it in the pile. Hope everybody's enjoying the stuff. So I told you that they offered two views of racism and the effect racism had on last year's melee. This gives good insight. I'm not going to read all of it. I'm going to read some of it, but let's check it out. The racist legacy of January 6th. So remember, the first article talked about how January 6th was animated by racism, right? So this talks about the legacy. Yes, Capitol rioters wanted to stop Joe Biden from being president. But the motivation was largely rooted in anti-black racism. Brought to us by Bruce C.T. Wright, News One. And so well written, that headline, and largely rooted in anti-black. So what's fueling their movement is a hatred for us. And hatred is just a skew vision of fear. So they're terrified of us in one form, in one way or another. And that terror expresses itself transitionally through the prism of different ideations and expressions and the twists and turns that it takes to get out through giving yourself into a riot mentality in expression of dissatisfaction with an election. So 6 degrees of separation is really what they're talking about. Let's explore. Let's do that. Now, I love this. They're getting away again. It's okay, though. A noose is seen on makeshift gallows, boom, as supporters of U.S. President Donald Trump gather on the West. So they lead with the gallows. They lead with, look at that brand new rope. Look at that. That's brand new. That's fresh out of Lowe's, baby. Or that's Home Depot yellow rope. I know. And look at the wood. I've walked down the aisle. What is it, aisle 24? You can get this wood all day. Look at that fresh wood. Look at that shit. That's somebody's project, man. You look at that, man. That was intended for use. What do you think they built that for? Do you think that they built that for show? Oh, I hope not. You know how serious this situation is? Hang Mike Pence. It wasn't a slogan. It was a call to action. My blood would have run cold hearing Americans chant to hang me. I wouldn't even be right. And Pence withstood a fucking whole lot of pressure, man. Because what that lady said is that Trump is one thing, he's persuasive. They've even said that he's charming. They said Trump can be quite charming, but he can do some of the most uncharming things. Let's get back to it. Considering the mounting opposition to critical race theory, it's important to put the January 6th insurrection at the U.S. Capitol in its proper historical perspective and document the decidedly racist elements that helped fuel the riots and define that moment's legacy. I like that shit. I like, when you read it, you got to deliver it. You got to give it some gravitas. 1 year after the violent uprisings that left 5 people dead, a glaring double standard along racial lines remains impossible for anyone paying close attention. This is a long article, but effectively, it talks about the seed planted involving black voting. I don't want to read it all because, well, let's just go there. I'm going to lose my voice. Let's take the reactions from officers from the Capitol Police. For instance, black Capitol officers have recounted their treatment by rioters, including being called the N-word. White Capitol officers, however, could be seen actually assisting Capitol rioters. Still grinning? I remember that. I remember the police, one of them little tubby ones, had his hand in his jacket looking like a typical cop. And then to find out that black officers suffered the deserved indignity of being called the N-word by the attackers. That's right. I said deserved. No, I'm consistent. I don't give a fuck. You put that badge on, you're a slave catcher. They called you the N-word? Good. I hope it hits you like a ton of bricks. Choose your fucking career wisely. You see, they don't care about you. Yeah, they're talking about the N-word. You hear that, guys? This N-word voted for Joe Biden. Wow. Wow. Dunn said a woman wearing a MAGA shirt yelled that at him during the riots. He said that prompted collective response from the other rioters. Boo effing N-word. He said that he had never been called the N-word to his face until January 6th. How appropriate to end it there. Brother wearing a badge. His charge to protect those who govern this country. Met with rioters who are also Americans, he for the first time experiences the wonderful joy we all experience when being called by that word. And I say joy because we know that in most instances, usually after that follows the ass-whipping application of a fucking lifetime. Of course, in this instance, that didn't happen. All right, so that's it. That's the show, 7:23, almost an hour and a half. I thank you, one and all, for being here. Your support is most appreciated. I do, it's just fun. We get this done. I want you to pay attention when I'm talking, so I'm going to do as eloquent a job as possible, try to make it as entertaining as possible. That's what I'm doing. I truly appreciate all that you do in watching, in commenting, in sharing, in liking, in subscribing, in hitting the notification button. Thank you so much for all of that. I do appreciate it. Today for me, it meant something. It meant something today. Getting this done, especially today, was important. And yes, I wanted it to be good. I think I have accomplished that today. And with that, at 7:25, with, a half hour surplus just for you. I offer this episode, this show, on this day, January 6, 2022, 1 year to the day that I began this journey in an effort to impart to you the information needed to make the right decision. And that decision is always to avoid caucasity and its ugly snare. And as you go about this penal colony for Negro, as you traverse the longitude and latitude of it all, within your vision, within your sight may be those who would be oppressors, all itching to cast their eyes upon your countenance. Might I make a suggestion? If you must be amongst those so desperate to take in the energy you so freely provide, might I ask, might I implore all Hebrews, Negroes, family, might I ask, please give consideration to walking around with freedom of movement, because that's all you have. If you must, do yourself the favor, send the message, and get that goddamn grin off your faces. Thank you.